Okay, so we are for another Friday Night Bricks number 25. Tonight we're actually going to be, I'm actually going to be building. I actually bowled for my first time in my league last night. I actually am going to be subbing. Didn't do too bad. So obviously, rather than look at my hands, I guess we'll bring out some, we'll bring out some Lego here. We've got, it's Friday night. It's actually going to be Friday night fights too. So let me see if I can actually take and move this guy to this corner. So Friday night, it's Friday night popsicle fights here, Lego popsicle fights. We've got Reed, Cheesehead Jaeger, and Kevin Hinkle versus, it looks like, Elsa and Olaf. Now, Olaf's not going to do very good. His popsicles are facing outwards. He's, when they say draw, he's going to be pretty much hosed. We do have a ref tonight. We have a jetpack ref going to be flying over the zone. Plus, I'm going to be building on this. I'm going to be trying to build maybe some textured lettering. I'm going to try and switch the lettering to the keep. And actually, as you'll notice, the jetpack guy is actually one of my custom jetpacks. I still haven't decided. I was thinking of putting some of those on the Creations for Charity auction. With maybe one of those long stems. So the link went out in email this time. I'm going to see if I get if that works a little bit better. So, Ken, if you check your email, just because everybody has such a hard time the other time, so it went out via Yahoo, so via my Yahoo. So, I mean, I can try the usual. No, it's going to send the wrong one.
Hey. Hey, Reed. Oops, I should probably close. Hey, Reed. Sorry about the feedback. I forgot to turn off the video feed.
Me. Well, this is going to be a negative rant for Charter. Obviously, Charter, you guys need to test your equipment. test it. I mean, I worked for Comcast for years. That's why I left them. Test your equipment with everything possible. This is ridiculous. I never lost anything with that old modem. That old modem, the older the modem, the more reliable it is, the more simple it is. These new ones are just junk.
So is that better? I switched to my neighbor's Wi-Fi, so maybe I have better reception now.
I switched to.
Yeah, well, my Wi-Fi might be issues too. I mean, I switched my mom's modem. I think the Wi-Fi router they hand out is junk. House. I mean, they should have a router for a house and a router for an apartment. As minimal as you want, but the houses should be good. I'm gonna probably be putting mine in tomorrow to see if it works better. So, and I could have sworn I just typed and it didn't go through.
I saw your comment about it being choppy, and it was choppy, but I'm not sure if that was my end or yours.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Hopefully they can say on the other end too if it's choppy too, because I don't know. So kind of crazy. I do like these gaming pads because these are nice to work with Lego. My Lego's not going to get all scratched and stuff. So I'm not sure who's joining us. I sent it via email. Is that where you got yours and it was okay?
I did. It came in. It was a little sluggish coming through, but right when you said you sent it, it finally showed up.
Okay. Mr. Hinkles, he's lurking. He's lurking lurking out there. So.
Yeah, and I know Tanya said she's doing dinner, so maybe she'll join us later.
Oh, okay. I sent out a bunch. I sent one to Ralph. I sent one to Mark. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, if I've already lost connection three times already, so that's not a good. So that is not a good thing.
Yeah, I did see you dropped off a couple of times on my end.
So, and that might be that new because in the previous weeks, we never lost at all, never dropped. Right. So like that new modem that Charter claims is better than before, which I don't know quite about that, but so I was going to try and see if I could do some. I was going to try and see if I could do some wording on my keep, I think. Just got to figure out how to do it, how many letters it needs to be, or how many. I think, where is I need my phone. Okay, so Mark said he might jump in and out. Let's see here. Just trying to figure out why my letters were 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just trying to figure out how to do this where it can be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just trying to figure out if I do. So I'm trying to. I kind of mentioned that I was going to try and see if I could try and make it. Maybe move some of the names and stuff onto the edges. So if I do maybe the name and then a ribbon on the end, it might work. The question is, will I be able to do it three-dimensionally? And will it look good? And can I do the ribbon too? So let's see here. So that's 5. Why is this?
I decided to go on Bricklink and I bought a whole bunch of parts that I need for my builds, including 2,000 of the 1x4 brown, reddish brown
tiles.
Yeah, the tiles.
1x4s.
1x4 brown.
How much you spent on those? Because I had a bunch of those.
Yeah, well, I told you I had a list for you, and all your stuff's buried in storage, and I was kind of eager to get it going.
Well, I don't know how buried it is. It's buried, but I'm a resourceful kind of guy. I could have probably dug for it. You should have told me. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I got those. I don't know. I don't remember what I paid. I can look it up. I don't think it was very much. Because it was basically the cheapest seller that had a large amount in them.
Oh, okay.
And like, for example, that's all I bought from that one particular seller. Let's see here. US, I think it was this one. No.
Leave that. I have to leave it that way I had it and just do this. Do this.
It was 6 cents a tile.
6 cents a tile?
Yeah.
How many did you order?
2,000.
2,000? Wow.
Yeah. I basically got enough to do all of my train track in ballast.
There you go. So Kevin's asking about the work situation. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Been doing. I mean, I drove a little bit the last couple days, so it's been pretty cool. So it's a neat job, you know, just driving around, delivering product, delivering my favorite one, cheese curds. So. But yeah, and then I bowled last night, and so that was kind of cool. So I'm gonna have to see how this works. This is going to be interesting here. I get to go up. How many levels? I just wrote that down earlier. I'm going up 20 plates. So I got to figure this out if I do 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Question is, do I do the textured stuff in the midst of the lettering? That's the next question. Actually, I guess I probably shouldn't go too high because I want to do a couple levels on top to make sure it stays solid. So, well, I sorted a bag of bricks that I found that were kind of sorted together. No, I'm just a driver assistant right now, so I might end up driving at one point, but you know, but it's cool, you know. So I mean, they actually have a lot more products than just cheese curds. They have all kinds of stuff, but it's the Bucky Badger product line, so it's pretty cool. So, it's neat. Yeah, you know, gotta have a job, so you know. Let's see, E will be easy. So I wish I had. See, I wish I did have some of my stuff, but that's the problem is I don't know where it all is at, and that's the kicker. Some of it, the tiles, I know what we're in. So those I would have been probably if I could have found the one, possibly. Actually, those might not have been too hard to find, just because they might be in some of the last bins I boxed where they're not tagged, but they're part of the built set stuff. So.
Reed, I haven't moved, and I don't know where half my stuff is.
Were you? You streaming from the living room?
Well, my office upstairs.
Oh, don't keep the wife up. Don't be a Kevin. Don't keep the wife up and get in trouble. You know. That's why he's lurking. He knows. He knows. He doesn't want
from the dungeon.
Yeah, he's like. That's why Kevin doesn't always stream with us because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to get in trouble. You know, because he doesn't want to get in trouble. Wife trouble. You know. Kind of one of those things. You know. But yeah. So the new job's not bad. You know, I mean, I can't complain. I mean, actually, what's really bad is I bowled last night, and it's actually unfortunately, or late this morning. So I'll have to take a nap. I didn't take a nap yesterday. Went to the insurance agent and did some stuff. So threw off my day.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
So you working on anything these days? Any shows coming up? You have any shows, Mark?
I'm just doing the Greeley Museum stuff. Not the Greeley, the train museum. We'll be switching out their layout for Christmas. We did a Halloween one, but we're going to really do a bigger Christmas one there. I got the Laramie one. Laramie's coming up next month, and then Estes will follow after that.
What's the theme this year for Estes?
Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ken.
What's the theme this year at Estes?
I don't know. Once we get the from Lester going, Lester will send it around.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my very first show was Estes.
Yeah. I think it was at Laramie. They're actually doing a Western theme, and they're actually going to do some mock-ups of Blazing Saddles with the false fronts and things like that.
Yeah, I saw that. It looks
that
like
should be good.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, I've seen they've done a couple like that at oh yeah. So other than that, not much going on. Just kind of just living the dream, I guess. As they put it, I guess. So I did find some interesting information from State Farm yesterday, though.
What's
that? Jake say? Jake.
Huh?
Jake from State Farm.
Yeah. So State Farm had said that for my Lego collection, if I do any business with it, I have to have a business account. Otherwise, the personal only covers $1,500. And I'm like, well, I have a lot more than $1,500 worth of stuff. So if I do business, I'll need a business account or whatnot. So it's kind of interesting. I was like, well, yeah, because I mean, it's like you said, it's that fine line. It's a hobby where you're just trying to get rid of some stuff, and so
yeah, and that's a gray area
to relook at that and see.
Yeah, but what my insurance agent basically had told me was,
I mean, I guess if you have a claim, I guess that's where we would find out.
Yeah. My insurance agent basically told me that I needed to basically up my homeowner's insurance, and I had to take pictures of everything I had and sort of inventory it. And he said, classify it as a hobby.
Yeah. Who you insured through?
Allstate.
Allstate.
I had a 20,000 umbrella whenever I lived over in Manford before the fire about 5 years ago, and they paid for all my train layout.
Mm-hmm.
Always good. I'm just trying to build some letters here. So I'm trying to build it into the keep. So we'll try and do it. You can kind of see my sister's initials into the side, then do a ribbon right here. Oh, look at that. That's a really good hard-built jetpack. He just lost one of his things. He's going to crash and but it's Friday fight night. Popsicles are the weapon of choice this week, I guess. And you can see I've got a cheese head. One of the bricks and minifig store had that, so it doesn't fit. It'll actually fit with like a 1x1 elevated above the head. So I don't know if that was the way it was supposed to be, but it didn't get any instructions. So, whoops. So what else is going on, Mark? You still going through all that stuff?
Yeah, I've been sorting, like I said, because haven't been working, so I've been sorting through. It's funny you ask. I just found some minifigures, and I have 12 sets of Series 2. If anybody's interested in Series 2,
well, it might be
the original Series 2.
I might have to drive up to your place and pick up a set.
I might have to look and see what I liked in Series 2. Yeah.
What crossed my mind was forget selling them as sets and keep all the Spartans.
Yeah.
Well, I had a bunch of those, and actually, I don't think on Bricklink they're going very high because there's so many of them. I think because people did acquire a lot of them. There's more of them than others, so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, I actually had mine on the stream last week. I brought my box of all my sealed figs, so it's pretty cool. Let's see, we're gonna put some texture in here just to add some texture into the lettering, so it still looks somewhat cool.
What are you
sorting, huh? I think Ken got an order.
Sorry, was that for me? I got an order, but actually sorting. Last week on the stream, I was trying to build X-Wing from 2004. And I had all the parts minus like 2 items. And unfortunately, it's like these little Technic connectors that you have to have in order to even start the build. And I have this.
Which ones are they? I can see if I have them.
They are this little guy right here in dark gray.
Yep.
Has the plus sign and such on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it calls for 10 of those, and I think I found
Mark will drive
3 in dark gray.
Right
now. But anyway, I have this bin of about 100 pounds of Lego that I have been putting off sorting, and that's where the TIE Fighter or the X-Wing came from. So I'm like, well, I probably should sort it out and find it, and so that's kind of how this all started.
Well, I'll take a peek at my basement later, and if I have 10, I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, I think it originally calls for 10. I have at least 2 that I can see in dark gray and a couple others in a different color. So I don't remember how many I have that I threw in the bin already. But it's those and it's a couple other minor pieces. But I figured it was a good excuse to start sorting. And then, yeah, I went to the Lego store the other day and I bought some parts, mostly like plates and stuff like that just for filler. And I realized that it was cheaper per piece on Bricklink, at least for the parts I was buying. So I went on Bricklink and I kind of bought a whole lot. And like I started at the beginning of the stream that I bought 2,000 1x4 plates. so that way I can do my I want to do my ballast on my train track.
Nice.
So I bought the 1x4 plates and I bought the 1x1 plates because that's the two things I was having the hardest time finding.
Yeah. So just an FYI, the Park Meadows actually has the ice cream cones back in stock. So I have hundreds of them, and I know that the last time we were there, you gave me a good handful. So the flip side is, if you need any, I'll return the favor because I got plenty.
I have somewhere I have a decent amount of the ice cream cones. And I bought a decent amount of I think I have a full cup now of the actual white ice cream.
Yep.
You
know me, or at least some of you know me, that if I see something, my thought is, let me just buy a few cups of it because I could use it for something.
Right. Yeah, that's the point I've gotten to as well. Like I went to the store the other day to see if they had something in stock that I might need, and I ended up with 4 cups of product that I still have not sorted, or 6 cups of product I still have not sorted. And luckily, the store manager was nice enough to hold it for me until double point week.
Gotcha.
So she held it for me for a couple of days, and I picked it up on this past Monday when it was double VIP points.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up buying 6 cups of product and probably 7 new sets.
That's the safety in me not working right now, because double points month I'd probably be buying a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Like the Santa Claus parts or whatever they're starting to get on the Build-A-Fig at some of the locations.
Oh, and the Build-A-Fig, yeah.
Yeah.
I always walk right past that. I never even look in there.
You know, the Colorado Mills, the girl that runs that sets that up has actually done a good job, because every month she makes 10 characters of with the pieces that are in there with the new pieces, and it almost tempts you to go, oh, you know, especially like last month, all the Halloween pieces were in there, you know, so.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait, I get to actually see my minifigs, and I don't have to feel them for 10 hours.
Right. Is that the store manager?
No, it's trying to think of her name. Not Celeste.
The other one. Yeah, Celeste is the one that held the parts for me.
Yeah,
the other one is I think the other one's the one that does the pick a brick wall, and Celeste was like, "Oh yeah, you want those parts? Sure, I'll see if I can get them in stock, and I'll talk to my counterpart about it." And,
yeah, it was the Park Meadows seems to be getting, you know, more of the odd pieces than the mills. And when I was in there, I'm like, they actually had dark green 2x4 brick. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I don't know what I could use it for, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, I think I bought some of that too. No, where's it? I don't know. There was a cool color green there that I pretty sure I bought. Oh yeah, it's hiding. It's hiding in the middle of all the white there. There's some dark green 2x4s. I'm like, yeah, that'll make some good landscaping or something. I don't know.
Actually, there's a somewhere on YouTube, there's a way to put 178 2x4 brick in a cup.
Yeah, I spend enough time stacking my brick as it is. I don't need to go to that extreme.
Oh,
although I have
the mills, I'm like, I came in with the cup with the 178 in there, and they're like, okay, you prove it to me. I go, can I just count them out and just charge me the cup so I don't have to build this? They let me do it.
Yeah, I might have been there with you when you did that, because I remember that conversation.
I remember going there, spending an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes over to pick a brick wall.
Well, it used to be fun when they used to give you the Christmas boxes, because after Christmas you'd find ways to pack everything in those things.
Did Reed mean to come back on and start talking?
No, I think we lost Reed.
Looking for my route. I don't know if it's just the crappy charter mode or if the Wi-Fi's never really been that good, and I've just walked out. I took everything back to my storage except for my router. I thought that was a good one.
Reed, you said something about your router.
Yeah, he took everything back to the storage except for his router.
I worked for Charter for a while. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with their internet.
Well, I would do a hard line for how to get a hard line up into that area. Luckily, my dad's in the basement, so a cable through the false ceiling, but I figure how to get it up into my old bedroom, which is now a den. That's the kicker, is I don't keep a cabinet, and I don't know if I can get it up in there. That's the problem. Easy as
well, if your mom's house is like my mom's house, there's wire clothes hangers somewhere. Tape enough of them together, you'll be able to get the wire up where you need to go.
Right.
Well, cabinets up there. I'm going to Then I'm going to be streaming without video, which is going to be kind of pointless on these guys. Let me try it again.
It's pretty good right now, so your video might hold up.
Oh, he's saying. Oh, so yeah, so this brand new modem that Charter said is going to be just awesome and double the speed is twice as bad. Yeah, go ahead, Charter. Hopefully I'll make sure I post this stream to them and say you can listen to this stuff and listen to how good that beautiful new modem is for this. Yeah. I don't trust anything any of those companies have because they don't make it for houses. They don't make it for big establishments. They make it for a room, and that's it. It's about how good it is.
Hey, Reed, I think they heard you because that audio rant came through perfectly.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, I can find Mark's brick that he got me. I just had it the other day. I don't know what happened to it. Unless I put it up in my mom's room up there.
Yeah, they said that one of the internet, one of the YouTubers said that if you want good internet, what you do is every day you go on a live stream and do a live test and of the internet. Make sure you tag your internet service provider and all their druthers or whatever. And he said that's about the best way to get the internet to come up. No, I took about 10 pieces of trim and had to go. I couldn't fit it out from the hole in the attic like I used to when I was younger. So I was able to take that trim and fish it down up through the attic and over the rafters and over to the porch and able to go out a vent that was out there on the porch. That's how I got the wire. That's how I got the living room wired.
I left all my tools in Denver. That doesn't help.
All he needs to roll duct tape and creative imagination.
Well, I've got a 100-foot Ethernet cable, but that's not going to stretch up there. Not right now, anyways. Not up the stairs and across the floor. Probably give my mom a heart attack doing that.
Like, that's what I did as a kid. I just ran the coax across down the hallway, and my parents were just like, "Yeah, he's up to something weird again."
That's what I did in the old place. Ran down the hallway.
That's what I did in my bedroom. I tucked all the cables up underneath the trim behind the carpet with a spoon.
Yep. Yeah, you just gotta watch out for the carpet tacks, but that works pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Then I had to go there, take a wire hanger and go underneath the door so it wouldn't be noticeable where the door jamb was underneath the carpet.
The thing is I'm baffled. I don't know what to do with it. I would just put it right here. All my junk from all the junk I brought in is right here. Except for that.
Just right there?
She's weird. Huh?
So just right there where you're kneeling down there in that photo?
No. No. It'll be in the last place I look.
Chester's got it back there behind his cheese curds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be there.
So no Julian tonight, huh?
I'm thinking I put it in my van just because I didn't need it right away, but I don't know. Well, we'll see what we can do.
So
maybe we'll try.
I found these for Julian. A couple little pink buckets.
Mm-hmm.
I found those in my Lego bin. I set them aside specifically to show him once he shows up.
Pink buckets are cool.
Yeah, I didn't even know they actually made pink buckets.
You just found them in your collection, so you don't know what they're from, right?
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, they're just mixed bin. I haven't even looked up the part number yet. I guess I could do that.
I bet Kevin knows. He's lingering in the street, Mr. Hinkle.
He's lurking.
Yeah.
The lurker. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not normal. It's always normal for Friday Night Bricks to have trouble, so it's not like I'm, setting a new trend or anything.
That's the reason why they called some of the Saturday streams train wrecks. And they had a new redo on Sunday.
The dark pink bucket showed up in 26 sets. Or no, I'm sorry. The bucket itself showed up in 26 sets. Dark pink showed up in quite a few. Advent calendar, 2012. Looks like a Friends poly bag. Reed probably has that.
Ooh, Friends polybag? Yeah, I probably have that.
Dolphin cruise ship. The Dolphin windsurfer, fish, flashy pool. Quite a few little sets here.
Yeah. Which Friends polybag?
I can throw it up here on the screen if I can remember how to do that. Over here somewhere. Over here somewhere.
It's on the left side. It's got a green screen. Or green.
Oh, on the other side.
On the left side with the arrow.
Okay. So it's so the polybag, is that what you asked? It's the H polybag here on the top of the screen.
Yeah. I might not have that one might be old enough to where I was kind of nah.
There it goes.
Well, I might have that. I might have that somewhere. I'll have to look.
I don't know. Probably got 20 of them.
Who?
Hoosiers probably got 20 of them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, wow. They made the pink one all the way back in '98, looks like. That's an old part.
And Pet Shop's probably got about 30 of them sitting around, too.
Man, I thought I was all special for having one. Parts. It's probably something small like a poly bag or because I haven't seen any other parts yet. Yeah, I haven't seen those either. Whoa, those are big figs.
That's probably I can't think, Fabuland or something kind of like that, maybe.
Now you're talking Brickstar.
The Bellevue Fairy Tale.
Oh, Bellevue, yeah. I had a couple sets like that. I got rid of them, but I had a couple. There was a good one years ago that had some really good parts to it.
I think I have one of those heads, but I think it's actually Luke Skywalker. Yeah.
Has anybody heard about the Bricktober sets at Barnes & Noble?
Yeah. I haven't been in there to see if they've got them around here, but
the latest I heard is somebody from Lego called Barnes & Noble. Somebody I know works over at the Barnes & Noble in Oklahoma City. And they told them that they actually sent a memo is what they did and told them to go there, keep quiet on all of them. They don't know if they're going to come out or when they're going to come out, but keep quiet about it.
oh, like that's going to happen.
But thing is there's rumors that they don't have the inventory for the United States since everybody's been since they've been released already overseas.
Oh. Oh, interesting. So we're gonna see if this works.
Said he's got a pink bucket.
Always good. Pink buckets are good.
Forgot I was tethered to my headphones and I stepped on my cord.
Well, as long as it gets your line off your head, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, yanked them off my head. See, now I can finally ballast on my track now that I have all the 1x4 brown.
Yeah. Oh,
If this works, this might work. We're gonna see. You guys are gonna have to be my guinea pigs. You're gonna have to say how good it looks or how crappy it looks, I guess.
looks clear. It looks clear to me. I mean, look clear. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're funny. Here, what letter is that? Can you tell what letter that is?
No,
Not right offhand.
Let's switch
Of
to
all people, you
And the-
should know what letter that is.
in the red there? No, I just see
Yeah.
a bunch of red bricks.
You don't see a letter there?
No.
Really? It's too wide.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Come
it's supposed
on.
to be a K, but it's too wide.
It's too wide for a K?
Yeah.
Guys, I guess that's good to know, but terrible for me because I gotta take it apart.
Sorry.
We can rebuild it.
No. You guys are just gonna shatter my dreams. I see how you are.
I guess somebody's going to go back to the field of dreams, create some new dreams.
Guess I'll have to build something else, I guess, right? Hopefully this time if I build it, they'll come, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
There's something for one of the cons.
Field of Dreams?
Build the field of dreams.
That'd be cool. I could dig that.
Have the players coming out of the cotton tree, the cornfields and back.
Yeah, that'd be the hard part, I think. I mean, like, I think the field itself would be pretty easy, but doing the cornfield that'd be a lot of brick.
Yeah,
I
put
got
the
a lot of those stems. We need stems.
Put the
Found more
vampire
when
face on one of the corn cob guys.
Let's see. We'll rebuild this quickly and see if it works better.
Ken, do you have your trains on a Mills module?
So that's what I'm working towards. So I'm doing the pin lug standard, or the L gauge. Sorry, the L gauge standard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting off with that. Just basic background. That's what I'm buying in the pick brick wall is the red 2x8s.
Gotcha.
And then so I have a bin of those that I'm working on, but then I have 2 mills so far, a whole whopping 2 mills that I've built that I have on my standard. So this is going to be my winter village.
Nice.
That's the idea for the winter villages. So that's why I'm doing the white plates.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the 2 built. I did one curve, one single curve track because I don't have a whole lot. It takes those door rails, those little 1x2, the 1x2 door rail piece.
Yep, got it.
I don't have any of those. I had the 4 that I needed to build this one piece of curve.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone has those, I will buy them off you. Otherwise, I will be on Bricklink for those. But the straights are easy. I have all the straight parts. So yeah, that's what I'm just doing is, and I bought both the 1x1 and the 1x4 tiles. So I'm just doing the 1x4s because that's what came in.
Eddie's here.
I don't know if any of you are monorail fans, but 40 Bricks just came out with monorail pieces that are flat plates with the rail going down the middle, and they actually fit within the side of the train tracks.
Yeah. Inside. Oh yeah.
So they're 4 wide, so they fit inside, but they're flat plates. And I'm like, there's a lot of things you could do with that because you aren't dealing with the rest of it. And it would be great to do an incline with because you could just do it very straight and straight up and just have the switch at the top and at the bottom switching it up and going up and down and stuff like that. was it Jim Miller got a whole bunch of them. So I'm curious to, he just got them. So I'm curious to see how well they work.
Well, I was going to ask, is it the same monorail system that he uses?
Yeah, it's a lot of the aftermarket stuff. 40 Bricks does a fantastic job with, and they've been doing a lot of stuff with the monorail.
Yeah, I've actually bought from them. I've bought a few things from them, but I actually also buy from Trix Bricks. And
Which one?
Before they were even known as Trix. Trix, Trix.
Oh, are those the guys that are out of Europe? The Poland ones?
Out of Poland.
Yep.
They're out of Poland.
That looks more like a cave.
Well, Haley's going to have
that's getting closer. That's
Haley's
getting
going to go out there and get her new monorail now.
The problem with the monorail is finding the engines, and the motors, because those go about $40-50 a piece if they're decent. 40 Bricks does the bogies for them, so you can connect those, but finding the motors is the big thing. And I have every one of the monorails.
Yeah.
I have the airport, I have the space, I have the black one, and I have multiples of the space one. So.
Nice. I always saw the monorails in the catalog when I was a kid, and never get hold of them.
Well, the guy next to me over at Brick Universe, he had 4 sets, and he had one set that he was playing around with while he was over there. It looks like Haley's going to be going to a show this weekend. She just got her island done.
Which show is this?
Somewhere in Texas. Maybe Brick Fiesta. I saw something about Brick Fiesta. Maybe Brick Fiesta, maybe? Kaylee, is it Brick Fiesta that you're going to? I saw something somewhere on the internet about that. How about this? Does that K look a little bit better now, maybe?
Yes, that looks much better. You're getting closer.
Well, that's what it's going to be. So I just took the black out of some of the K area. Oh, Brickfest Live, I guess.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there is a show here in Denver this weekend, but I think it's a smaller one, if I understand it correctly.
A show?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know. They've been talking about it on Denlug.
Somebody sneaking up back behind you.
Yeah, that was my husband.
The brick. It's the maker down in the Springs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We have a meeting also tomorrow too.
Yeah. I'll be going to the meeting.
I might try and pipe in from the just video and just see.
Yeah.
I was looking at the one day I was actually looking at the mics at Best Buy type thing. Those would be kind of cool. Like picks up sound maybe a little bit better.
I don't know. A couple of my YouTubers use that Snowball.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called. Yeah. They sell that at Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, if Denlug isn't doing a lot of video meetings and stuff, they might have to get something like that.
Yeah, we've had a lot of problems with the microphones in the past, so I think that's going to be the way that we're going to have to go at some point.
Just take I'm just going to keep it this conference room. No one will know.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
If we had one in our conference, it's our conference room is pretty bland. Conference telephone here in my house that I could donate or whatever. I need to sell it on eBay or something, but it doesn't. It only works for analog phones, so it won't really work very well.
Hoosier's working on his sidewalks. He says he's got Erica doing the dirty work.
Well,
what does the dirty work involve?
Lighting
all the really small tile.
Yeah. Somebody with small fingers got to handle all the tile work.
Yeah.
Even those 2x4s are, you know, even hard to handle sometimes.
Well, we'll see if this looks better here when I get this done. Wish I had
difficulties dealing with the 1x5s.
He's too fat to get off the table.
Oh yeah. He's trying to get in there and get the details. Yeah, that's why you got to build your city small enough that you can reach across the table.
Oh, he knew Eric was coming along, so he didn't have to worry about that.
All right. We were joking. I was going to open a brewery at one point, a beer brewery, and my partners, and we're like, oh, that's okay. We'll just hang her from a rope, and she can clean the inside of the tanks for us.
But what happens when she gets older? Yeah.
Well, then she'll be really good at pouring beers, and we'll find her sister to clean the tanks for us.
Oh, somebody, I don't know if you saved the YouTube video on there. You remember the Willy Wonka from the 60s or 70s?
Yeah.
And the recent Snowpiercer. And they went over there and tied the two together, you know, as far as there's lots of stuff in there that can be tied together to the original Willy Wonka. And even with the little people, it's like the Oompa Loompas when it died off, and all the people they had small enough was the children to work inside the machines.
Hope that looks like an E.
Yes, that definitely looks like an E.
I made it smaller. It was at 5 too, so I'll have
I think it's too narrow now.
Oh, you guys, can I just punch you guys through the screen? I don't know if that'll work. Let me throw the punch, and then you can just. I'll throw the punch, and then you can just kind of react to it.
Yeah.
Don't fall off your chair and
it's
get
pretty
hurt.
interesting. I'm putting these 1x4 reddish brown tiles. So I'm putting these 1x4 reddish brown tiles on here, and there's a very subtle color difference. Like some of them are a little washed out.
Did Hope Castle say that he'll pay my workman's comp thing or what there with Lego?
No. Well, that's the other thing she talked about. My insurance agent about liability too. You know, if a kid gets a hold of, you know, one of my bricks while I'm at a show and then sues and stuff like that, I'm like, psh, okay, well.
Yeah, one of them chokes to death, and you get sued by their mother, and their mother tries to sue the show and you. And
yeah, I was gonna say that might change. When she mentioned that, I was like, you know what? Maybe we do need stanchions at every single show, because then once we get the stanchions up, you know, well, hey, we should just put signs saying this is the liability line. You cross this line, all liability against us is waived. Watch the parents read that. Go, kids, stay on this side. Stay on this side, because you go to that side, man, you get hurt. We're screwed.
Right. Well, there's also a lot of those shows carry their own insurance.
Yeah.
By being a participant in the show, you get covered under their insurance.
But we should always just do that. Just that might be the better thing for the parents. Parents, just so you know, this rope is our liability line. You cross the line and get hurt.
Right.
We are not liable. You are liable for your own stupid actions at this point.
then you start challenging people when you put those type of words out. It's whenever
Make sure you do the.
It's like putting fragile on a UPS or postal box.
Right.
If you put fragile on it, you're challenging them to try to break it. But if you don't put fragile on it, it'll arrive there in one piece undamaged.
Well, we never said people were smart. We saw that the other day on that thing about that lady not letting the guy into the building. You know, her common sense has been on vacation for some time. All she do is close the door because she was violating policy to begin with. So to say she's following policy after she's violating policy, I'm like, yeah, this lady, it's a two-way street. So if you're already violating policy, you really can't suddenly say you're following policy too and expect people to realize, yeah, all she do is close the door. I mean, it's so stupid. Never should have made news.
All she had to
guess
do
only
was say, "Hey, welcome to the building. I haven't seen you around before." You know what?
Yeah,
What
it's kinda
apartment do you live in?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it'd be one of those things where, you know, it's the stupid people that make the news, unfortunately. Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Us smart, cool people, we just don't make the news enough. It's terrible. 4, I need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So if only the stupid people make the news, then why is Trump on the news all the time? No comment? Okay.
We don't talk politics inside the streams.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Stream, you know, unless he's going to build Lego, you know, at the White House, we don't want to talk about it. So.
Well, is that why
He
Lego's
wants
never on the news? Because it's, you know, the cool people play with Lego?
That's right. That's right. We need our politicians to further our hobby. Then we'll talk about them. We'll just hit the I'll hit the Mega Millions tonight and don't have to worry about it.
That's your thought went the same direction as mine. I was about to ask if you bought your ticket.
I did. I bought my ticket before my mom. My mom's like, I bought a ticket. You buy one? I says, oh yeah.
No.
Made sure I did it when on my way home. I left. Huh?
I bought into the work pool and then on my way home I bought my own ticket.
Now, about the only thing we can probably talk about as far as politics is about the prices going up as far as Lego due to all the excess tariffs on everything, import taxes.
Yeah, but that's all tariffs from China, so that just means the knockoff Lego prices will go up.
Yeah, that's right. It means that Lepin stuff will be harder to get a hold of. That'll be good for us. Less of that crap floating on the market. What's funny is, you know, what's funny is here, I'm going to tell you something. So for the company I work with, we have our branded cheese curd. Someone else makes it, has their own brand. I'm like, you know, if Lego had been smart decades ago, they'd have made a cheaper version that didn't have their name on it, and then they would have taken care of that market too.
Right.
They would have just done, you know, they could have done the Lepin type stuff with the L. And
how do you know they don't own Lepin to begin with? Maybe they already did that.
We don't know that. That actually probably would be a smart thing, you know, have a cheaper brand out there.
That's what they've been doing in technology. If you're in the Linux world, you get all these open source things or whatever, which are the base forms of all the paid programs.
But see, the thing is, if they would have had the other cheaper versions, they could actually use the logo and say compatible with Lego,
right?
Cheaper version, and just kind of be like, you know, we have, you know, and they're making it for someone else, you know, and someone else throws their name on it, you know.
Then some YouTuber get up there.
Not as cheap as they're having it though.
And tie the two companies together, and then there'd be an outrage, and yeah.
Well, there's always an outrage. World we live in.
Yep.
I forgot to do some texture on this thing. Dang it. Thankfully, it's all 1 by 1, so it won't be too bad here to take this apart. Throw a little bit of texture between the lettering, I guess. But not in the lettering, because the lettering is kind of, like you said, a little bit hard enough to tell what it is already. So.
Yeah.
That's why they make jumpers for.
They what? Make what?
That's why they make jumpers for. That way you can turn a stud on the outside and tile the outside where you want those letters to go.
Yeah, like the VIP sign.
I'm trying to build them sideways, but I was like, that's really too much work. And then whether they'll stay in place is another problem. So, do it.
Yeah, that is an idea. You can do it kind of like the Lego VIP sign.
There's only one wide. Huh?
Is that a gift with purchase? I don't remember how I got that.
Actually, what's funny is it was, and then it was again, which is kind of funny. They just had it. They had it recently back in the store again because I saw it again. And I actually think it's like, what's the gift with purchase right now? It's like this. It's like, oh, it's back in the store because I messaged Kevin. He's like, oh yeah, I already got one.
Yeah.
I already got mine. I don't need it.
I'm good, thanks.
think I got one more, so I've got a couple. Well, I found the first ones I found at the Bricks and Minifigs here in Madison, and they actually moved their store. They actually went to a bigger spot. I think they have like a little strip mall there type kind of thing, and that's where the meetings are for the group too, for the Whistler group. They actually meet.
Okay.
There's a little open area that they meet in right outside the store, which is kind of cool.
I just friended somebody on Instagram, followed somebody that followed me. They said they was a member of Instagram. Me, I wish luck on their bio. I was up at the hospital and I think I saw that feed.
Dropped a brick, a plate. Thought I felt it. Hard to see, but we'll see if these look a little bit better here when I finish this. And actually, a couple of these letters will be kind of a three-dimensional too. So you'll have to let me know if that looks good. And we're done with 3 letters. Okay, so what do you think, guys? Here you go. Here's the letters.
K E E L.
L. Yeah,
Looks good.
the Y is coming. But
Your
that
L-
E looks.
I think your L's a little long, but otherwise it looks good.
Well, yeah, the L now is long because it was only everything was going to be 5, and then when you guys butchered my K, I was like, okay.
Oh, sorry.
You hurt my feelings and butchered my K. I was like, okay, I'll change it.
What are friends for, right?
Yeah, I guess for telling you how bad you build. I guess isn't that what it's all for?
Yeah.
Constructive criticism.
Okay. I might buy that this one time. Okay, so that'll be good. Want some texture in here a little bit.
That's one thing we miss about Bricksmith not being in the chat. He's got a good eye for that.
Good eye for what?
Seeing mistakes in people's builds. I mean, somebody could be just rolling it across the screen really fast, and they'll say, "Oh, wait a minute, is that?"
Hey, what's that hanging on the ceiling behind you there, Kittenville?
That's an airplane. It's not hanging, but it's sitting up on top of the Lego and stuff.
Is that built out of Lego?
No, that's styrofoam. It's the aviation club style.
And here we thought you were out flying Lego airplanes so that when they disintegrated on impact, you got to rebuild them.
No, my dad donated a bunch of his hobby stuff to raise money for our cancer thing. So I've got 3 airplanes to sell. 2 still in boxes, and that one over there, which is used, and makes the one of the wings tweak just a little bit. Nothing a hot iron or maybe even a heat gun could go there and retouch up.
Well, see, the nice thing is too is I was kind of thinking when I started putting the names in the walls because right now the names are on the top of the keep. So if you look, like I'll show this picture here. So they're kind of like this now, but the problem is as the keep gets taller, they're going to be harder to see. So I figured,
yeah.
I mean, the other thing too is if I can do stuff like this, I can do stuff like this in the walls too for, adding some names there too, which is kind of, the whole goal is to kind of, make it a little bit more usable by other people that have been inflicted with cancer type kind of thing. So we'll see here. Let's see. So this is this. Oh.
Yeah, my wife didn't like my thinking a while ago.
Huh.
And I might take apart one of my ribbons because I don't know if I have enough. This was built sideways, so I'm going to have to see if I even have enough plates to do it this way.
Yeah, we're going to be making another trip up to St. Jude's here in a couple of weeks, and Zerk's chemo hadn't been working out too great. His recovery time has not been all that great. And I was like, well, they may keep us there more than 3 or 4 days because this may not be working. They want to try something else for 3 weeks. Like, she didn't like that.
4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11.
So it's kind of cool. I found an interesting part.
You found an interesting part? Please share.
Yeah, I found an interesting part. It is the, let's see, go back up to the top here. It's the Hero Factory weapon barrel 2 and 3 axles. I mean, it's that thing. There you go. So, and it's in kind of a light brown color, but when I scroll through the list here, it doesn't come in light brown, but it does come in a, where's it at? Dark orange. And looking at the build, I actually have this one. I just don't remember it from when I built it. But looking at all the years on here, I figured it's probably this one. And sure enough, I have one of the feet here in my hands. So I'm guessing that's probably what it goes to. Let's see if I can turn off the screen share and I can show you what it looks like. There we go. So I have this little foot here, and it looks just like the foot in that picture. So
yeah,
lots of Kima stuff out there.
Yep. So I'll put it with it, and then.
Yeah, I picked that one up a while back, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of a cute little build, so I'll put it there with it. Maybe I'll build it one day. Usually I try to throw like a little sticky note and I throw the whole thing in a bag and then throw it in a drawer somewhere, and that way at some point I can reference the sticky note as to what the build number is. And
yeah, I used to enjoy going through piles of Lego like that because of all the different things that I hadn't seen before. I was like, okay, so what can this be used for? And I'd go there and pull up about 20 sets and get lost for 2 hours on one piece.
Right. Yeah, that's how I built all. A friend gave me a whole bunch of Bionicle, and that's how I built all those. Is I just found a unique piece, figured out what set it was for, built it, then kept digging through the bin and sorting them all out and everything, find another unique piece and just keep going. Ended up with about 20 Bionicle sets.
And usually, if there's six unique pieces in a used lot somewhere, you can pretty much find the sets that have been taken apart and been thrown in that bin.
Yep.
It usually takes about 3 of those unique pieces to put a set together up on Brickset or Bricklink and to go off of.
That's too short. That's too tall. Oh, it's not gonna.
I'm going to have to get off here and go back in. I'm going to go down to get some more stuff tomorrow. I guess we'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. Have a good night. Yeah, good
night.
I might have to see how to do this here. I need to go to here anyways. Just trying to figure out how to do this that makes the most sense. Kind of tricky here because I still want to do a ribbon too, and the ribbon, I think that's the reason I built them sideways, because I get a really good ribbon by doing it that way, but might have to play here and see.
Step away for a quick second.
Oh, I suppose. Now let's see here. I'm gonna have to take this guy apart. Play. I want to get the Y done, but I don't want to. see how much I need for the ribbon. So, I'm wondering.
So, last week we talked about the Harry Potter cars again. All right.
Yeah.
And remember I was saying about the whole thing about it, dragging on the corners and picking up a lot of plastic dust. So I gave in and I bought all the parts I needed to build my 6 cars I want to build. But I also gave in and I bought actual train car bases with double bogey pivots. So now I'll have train cars that are 4 studs longer than standard. And as soon as the windows get in, I'll be able to complete them. So,
Yeah,
I have all the parts on order. It's just I just got the bases in, so I had to build a couple to test it out and see how I liked it. So I think it'll come out really nice. I'm hoping to have it done before the makers or the hobby expo.
Well, you got some time there, so you got a couple.
I got about a week and a half. No, I got 1 week exactly. 1 week exactly for hobby expo.
So what color are the windows coming? Are they red?
The standard red. So I bought all the parts I need to make it the standard from the set, but then at the very last second I bought new bases and the pivot base bottoms. So
the bogey plates we actually had on we had one of our lug books a couple years ago. They actually even had the yellow ones, because I have a bunch of them somewhere. I loaned them for one of the shows when Ian and Abby were doing the build your own train. I loaned them over there.
Okay.
So
since I missed out on that, I went in and bought a bunch on Bricklink, and that they weren't actually too bad, I don't think. But I just
were they? How much were they?
I can look it up.
Okay.
Let's see.
Not life or death.
I bought everything I needed for the Harry Potter stuff from 2 vendors, and then I bought a whole bunch of parts I needed to do my ballast track from another 2 vendors.
Jeez Louise. Should have thought about this when I built these. I can't get these things apart. This is not good. We'll have to see if I can
go back one.
Work.
I think it was this one. So I ended up buying 12 of the bogey plates, and they were almost $1 a piece. So not as cheap as I thought. Yeah, and then I bought a couple of the train buffers with the sealed magnets, the new style, and they were also almost $1 a piece. They were 87 cents. So the bogey plate was 97 cents, and the magnet was 87 cents. And then the train base, which is a 6x24, is $2.61. So I got enough of everything for 6 cars.
Always good.
I didn't want to go overboard on it, and I think that's all the guy had was enough for 6 cars. But it was a good amount for me. The big order I put in was from Germany, and that was for all I bought from him was 1x1 dark bluish gray plates and 1x1 reddish brown tiles. 3,500 tiles. So that cost 4 cents a tile and 3 cents a plate.
Yeah.
But like I said, I did the math, and it seems like it was cheaper than waiting for it to show up in the store. Plus, it doesn't ever show up on the wall.
There's your 4-legged pal. He's there.
Yeah, running past. I think someone threw the ball down the stairs for him.
That'll probably be a reason to run by.
Yeah.
Oh man, taking apart these ribbons aren't the easy thing to do. Actually, I got to mail one out. I got to figure out what I did with it. I had one ready to go. Made a white one for one of our people that was watching the 1 week Bricks Bear or whatever, and I have to mail it out. I had it ready the one day I was going to do it, and then I spaced it out, so I got to find some time and get that out. But be intrigued to figure out what I do with my frickin' router is what I'm trying to figure out, because I wouldn't like losing, because that actually was a decent one. I want to try and see if it works. So I'm perplexed. Everything I pretty much, unless I might have moved it up to my bedroom, I guess, maybe. But I mean, that maybe it might be the fact that the more people I have, it might be just the more bandwidth I'm using. So, and it's one of those things where, just like, everything in life, it'll be just funny when Charter will probably send my mom an email or something saying, hey, if you're going to use that much bandwidth, you got to get like a business account or something. Be like, really? For hobby stuff? Okay. So we'll see. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do this ribbon thing. I think if I can do it in. Somebody's playing fetch behind you, or tug of war.
Yeah, that's Randy and Odin. They're playing tug of war back there. Yeah. He actually likes cats. Like, and likes as in like he doesn't try to chase them or anything. Woof, woof.
Yeah, headset's on anyways. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, he can't hear anything. I can unplug it.
No,
There
you're
you
good.
I think I got to turn up the volume now too.
Yeah, he's not paying attention. He's playing tug of war.
No, he's preoccupied. He sees dogs all the time. Odin.
Meow. Yeah, he's not. He's not.
No,
He's in his own world.
Focus on that tug of war.
After I'm going to do this is going to be entertaining. Entertaining. Some of these keep levels might have less texture than before at the rate I'm going here. So
Yeah.
Well, just because if I'm trying to keep some of the texture away from some of the lettering to keep the confusion down from that, I guess. Let's see. I've got plates right now, so the texturing might not be bad. So we'll kind of see and play it by ear. But I got to figure out how to do these ribbons. That's going to be the kicker. Whoops, actually I did that wrong. And we're going to play and see if this will work. We will see. I only get 20 levels to do this, so we're gonna have to see if this will work. Gosh, these 1x1s, they don't separate very well from a 1x1 plate. Wow. To wait for a day when my fingers are not as sore, I guess.
All right. So what is the driver?
Huh?
So you said you're like a driver assistant right now?
Yeah.
What does that involve?
I'm basically I'm going around with the drivers and helping them stock shelves and whatnot. So.
Oh, okay. So the driver actually stocks the shelves in the store.
Yeah. So we deliver. I mean, there's a few stores where we just drop, but most of the stores will actually deliver to. So we're just basically out, merchandising the product on the shelves. So.
Yep.
So basically, the driver assistant, is just I'm just, helping the driver, making sure it's a little easier for them to accomplish what they need to accomplish during the day and stuff. Because some stores, I mean, the one store, there were 3 of us in the one store for one day, and we were there for I think 3.5, 4 hours. So if you were by yourself, you'd be there, And they said they'd been there. He'd been in that store one time for 6 hours. So
Wow.
2 people. So yeah. So some of the stores are pretty big. I mean, make the King Supers have your nice shelves. These guys have like your shelves you'd use for like your Lego collection warehouse type kind of stuff. So they're big supermarkets. We were at their one warehouse in Beloit, and it was just the warehouse was 6 or 7 pallets tall. I mean, it was insane. Oh yeah, so is Milwaukee winning? Let's see here. I actually am not watching the game. Milwaukee lost the other night, so they're down in the series.
And you can see how into sports I am. Is that baseball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Brewers are winning. Ooh, top of the 5th though. Oh, I'm not gonna get sucked in. Streaming. Yeah, so they have. I was looking at some of the stuff for the Wislug stuff for their incentive systems. So it's pretty cool. And they actually, I mean, they do, for like the contest, you actually win. You actually get points towards, getting sets that are in their incentive, in their support stuff. So, or brick. I mean, their meeting for like announcements and stuff was pretty short, and they spent most of the time like digging through the brick bins and stuff, getting brick. Because they have their bins for their support. I mean, they got support bags going back to earlier this year. So I mean, you get like a quart, and you can have up to 10 minifig elements. That's it, per bag. So it's pretty interesting. Thought that was pretty cool. Pretty neat idea. So just fill a quart-size bag if you helped out with a show or whatnot. So they have just the bags just kind of sit there and just kind of go through them. I don't know. I wonder if that Y is gonna. Does that actually look like a Y? I mean, that kind of looks like it's a little bit recessed back, but it's kind of hard to see with my red shirt.
It's a little recessed back. I think that's hard because you can't really move it in.
Move it. I can back together. I can actually move up the 1 and just kind of have a double length. It's like this. How about that? I wonder if that'll look a little bit better.
It's where it stems from the bottom, because you have the double. If you do this a single, is that a single on the bottom or a double?
Well, it goes back a little bit.
Is that a 1x2 or a
1x1s?
1x1?
1x1s, but it's too deep. Are you thinking the stem's too deep?
Well, if it's 1x1, it should be all right.
We'll see. Nothing else, man. I need to finish the rest around the inside to see, because I can always take it apart. No, actually, you only really see one side. It is double, but you really can't see it. So I mean, that's your Y there, I guess. So I think it's probably a Y. I think it'll have to work. It will have to do. Oh, sitting on a plate. Just trying to figure out this ribbon. The ribbon's going to be quite entertaining. So
All right, Rito, I hate to leave you alone, but I got a bill.
Okay, that's fine. Might be something where I might have to just maybe make it a shorter stream this week or something. You never know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for letting me join for a little bit.
Well, have a good night.
Thanks. You too. Good luck with the internet.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a task in itself. So
Well, and it's been better the last couple hours, so I think you'll be all right.
might be the low amount of people in it too. So, but we've had high numbers, so it might be something. So we'll see.
Yep.
We will see.
All right. Well, hopefully I will see you before next week. Otherwise, I will see you next Friday.
Sounds good. Have a good night.
All right. Later.
Later. So you're building the ribbon. Working on a ribbon now. There's the Y. Working on, oh, the bag is in the way. Working on a cancer ribbon. We're going to have to see how well this goes up. This could be quite entertaining here. Might not be. I'm trying to think though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 tall. At 2, that'd be 22. I only got 20 levels. So we're going to see. I'm going to see how well this works. This might not work at very well. So let's see. We're going to see if we can do this. Huh. Otherwise, how many levels is it going to be? 11? Yeah, right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one only 20, right? 20 levels. We'll build them like this and see. Take one of these guys, put him there. Take this guy, put him there. And we'll do this, this. Take this guy out. Do this and this. See if this works. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to build this up. Let's see. We'll see what we got. So you made it, dude, right?
Yeah, I'm here on my phone. Let's see here. That's okay. Let me see if I can turn my camera around, and I got some to do.
Well, doesn't it go to your email too, to where you can just get it in the app itself, or in the on the program on the computer, or
Yeah, if you send it to my email, I can.
you should have got both of them. You should have got one to your email too. I was
Well,
trying to
this
do
one,
both.
yeah, this one pops up first, so I'd have to try to check my email and I can't get my camera to turn around.
That's okay.
Oh, I think that might have been the email notification.
Probably. So what did I do
I
here?
can tell off my phone. I'm not good with my phone. Let's see here. Now, I've done this once with Haley, and I can't get the stupid camera to turn around on me. Let's see here.
Usually it's like I'm trying to think. On the phone, usually it's just at the bottom or something. Usually there's like a camera icon or something.
Yeah, it's in the upper right hand corner, and now I've somehow cut the camera off, so I can't. I can't.
You're having fun then. What can I say?
Yeah. How have you been doing?
Good. Other than this internet glitch, which I'll have to figure out at some point. Scream at Charter enough times, I guess they'll maybe see. Because I've got a better router than what they provide. I just gotta hook it up once they find it. I don't know where it went. I had it somewhere, so I'll have to hunt for it.
Yeah.
Somewhere around here, I'm sure. So
I was trying to get my camera on my phone to flip around where I could show my new little minifigure I got. I got the Han Solo Mud Trooper.
yeah.
The other weekend when I went to the Lego store.
Yeah.
I bought enough Star Wars Legos to get it. And Ken was talking about sorting through his pick-a-brick cups. I think I know I'm at least, let's see, I got 4 pick-a-brick cups I still hadn't sorted through.
Yeah.
I usually get 2 each time I go to the Lego store. So yeah, and so I'm at least 2 trips behind. Sparky, would you get down? My dog got up on my lap trying to get attention.
Meow. I'll make him think there's a cat. Meow. Meow.
Well, he lives in here with a cat. I had to separate them because the cat kept picking on him, and he got tired of it, and they got in a fight one night, and I had to separate them.
That's why I'm doing it, because maybe he'll freak out and be like, "Whoa, wait, Mr. Mean Kitty's around. I better run. Run and hide."
No, he's not scared of the cat. He attacked the cat. Is why I had to separate him because I was afraid he was going to kill the cat.
So he's a bully, is what you're trying to tell me?
The dog ain't. The cat's a bully because the cat kept picking on him. And even though now they're separated by one of them baby gate things,
yeah.
if the dog gets close enough, the cat tries to smack him through the baby gate. The cat gets all the way up to where his head turns sideways. He's got his arm stretched out as far as he can, trying to smack that dog.
Wow.
Yeah, the cat would sit in the middle of the floor here in the dining room where I hang out all the time. And the dog would go to walk by him. The dog got within 2 feet of him. The cat would try to smack him on the butt with his claws.
Wow, that's a cool looking cat. Showing the dog in his place, I guess, right?
Yeah, but he's one of the. Even though he's like, let's see, 7 years old, 6 or 7 years old now. He's still one of them smaller cats. He still looks like halfway between a kitten and a full-grown cat.
Oh, okay.
So he's still small, and even though the dog's not a big dog, he's not one of them small like Chihuahua sized dogs. He's like medium sized.
Yeah.
He's part blue heeler, part Australian shepherd.
Yeah.
So he's like knee high. He's still got to be at least 4 times bigger than the cat. And after their last fight, I was afraid they'd get in a fight one day when I wasn't here, and
Yeah.
Something bad would end up happening.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I think I just found. Hey, I found there's the chat from the video on the computer. How do I join on the computer? That does not make no sense. Even though back in the late 90s and the early 2000s, I used to build computers as a hobby.
Yeah.
All this I had to get out of it because all the new stuff just got in over my head.
Oh, yeah.
And now I can't. All this stuff is like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's. All right, where'd it go? Doggone it. Would you move slower?
Uh-oh. Hinkle's lurking.
Is Hinkle lurking?
He's lurking. He's got the eyes. He's in there. He's a ninja. He's a Ninjago ninja right now. He's lurking. He's waiting to pounce, but I don't know. Hopefully, he won't hurt anybody when he pounces in here. But
What? Okay, I can.
Yes. Hopefully, this is going to work. I'm hoping this is going to work.
This is getting confusing.
It's going to be kind of a wide cancer ribbon, but we'll see. I think that's kind of a cancer ribbon. It's kind of squarish, but I think that's gonna have to work.
Get down, Sparky. Would you please get down? Get down. Down. Get down. I think I just came across. I'm going to be coming on my computer. Let's see here. Okay, there I am. Coming on my Oh, no.
I got to cancel the phone. We two dudes are probably better, or probably not as good as one.
Yeah, two dudes is too many. Let me hang up this. There went the phone.
Oh, you're good.
Muted. Just give me a second. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. You're fine.
I got to turn my. Uh-oh. I still got to. Okay, that's me.
We got a voice in the dark. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, that's muted. Let's see. Get back over here. Oh, that's that. Where did that go? Doggone it.
Okay, so this goes here.
Okay, there's that. Turn off the camera so you can see my sig fig.
Yeah, there you
All right,
go.
let's get that over. Okay. Now I got to go back and pop out the chat. Close.
Oh, you know that chat stuff's so overrated. Unless of course Kevin's in there, and then we have to.
Yeah, and
him Hinkle's in there. He's lurking. He's lurking in there. Wow.
yeah, and Hoosier still lurking out there. So let's see. There's the pop out chat. Okay.
So, well, maybe we'll see if what Kevin thinks here. We'll kind of do this. So let's see, where's the camera? So we got the K, the E, the L, the Y, and then my ribbon, which is kind of a little squarish, but I guess the only thing I could do is I could maybe take out the corners and see if that looks a little bit better. Yeah, that might actually look a little bit better. That probably looks. Kevin, it is probably an hour and a half. No, I have not visited him yet. At some point. I don't have any money right now, so it doesn't matter. No money means no Lego, so. And I have too much right now anyway, so I only need to go to the Lego store if they put 1x2 clear plates out. That's the only thing I need. The only thing I need to go to the store for is the pick-a-brick wall, 1x2 clear plates. I will save so much money with no Lego stores close by because their pick-a-brick wall sucks, and if their wall sucks, then I don't spend any money. So that's a good thing for me. Bad thing for Lego, but a good thing for me.
Hoosier says it looks good, Reed.
That's good.
And
That's
Kevin said 1.5 hours is rough.
Well, I mean, like I said, their pick-a-brick walls have sucked. I mean, so no reason to go to a Lego store. I go for the pick-a-brick wall, the sets I can get on the website. I mean, the Build a Mini, I guess I could go there for those guys if I wanted to, but I could, just like anything else, if somebody's got a closed store, I can probably just tell them to go and pay them, and they can mail it to me or meet up at a show. But I mean, until the walls improve, there's no point in going to the store.
Yeah,
the stores. Yeah, there's no reason to go to a Lego store. The service isn't that good anymore. I mean, the pick-a-brick walls are atrocious. I mean, the pick-a-brick walls aren't even anywhere close to as good as they used to be. And, trust me, I know, because we had one of the best in the country. So, yeah, they're hideously. The brick is hideously bad. It's so bad. I mean, I wouldn't recommend the pick-a-brick wall to anybody. I mean, it's
last the last trip I took to the brick Lego store was that 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
They didn't really have any really cool special bricks, but I went ahead and got some miscellaneous part. I filled ups. But
I've got so much. I got bins upon bins upon bins of brick, and so right now, it just, if they had 1x2 clear plates, I could see myself going, every couple weeks and buying, some cups of plates, or if better yet, if they had it and they didn't think it'd last, I'd, maybe buy, go in and buy 7 or 8 cups. Because at that point, each cup has got about 1,000 plates. So for me, 1,000 plates is, a fair amount. 1,000 plates might be 2 floors on this, maybe 3 floors of plates. It's not gonna be a lot. It's not gonna be a lot for me, but I could do some work with it. The other thing too is, you have to realize, I still have, from all the purple plate stuff, I've got like gallons of bags of clear plates right now. So, I always can use more, because then I can make more of these levels. And the castle look cooler.
Yeah,
cooler, but
when I was at the Lego store, on the pick-a-brick, well, they didn't really have too many specialty plates. They had them like the 2x4 plate like thing with the the wheel hub design.
Yeah.
They had those, but they didn't have too many other specialty bricks. I know several months back, I think it was in early spring, they had this ice cream cone,
Yeah.
and I got me a good handful of them, and I found a good use for a couple of them on the
Yeah, and that's what Mark was saying. One of the stores he shops at had them back on the wall. So, but yeah, I mean, really for me, I mean, the only thing that really would help me right now is more clear plates. I mean, if they had them, I'd buy them just for the simple fact that as the castle improves, I mean, I can, I would have some. I mean, it's not like, I mean, if they have it, I'm not going to buy them. If they have them, I'm going to buy them because, like you said, I mean, I made sure they were on the wall to the store I worked for about 3 years. So, I mean, I had a good supply. I wish I'd bought more, but it is what it is. I mean, I can always buy them online, but I mean, they're too expensive for me for this project. I mean,
the
that's
only
why huh?
the only clear ones they had on my picker brick wall here in Nashville was the I think the clear was it 1x4s by I forget how many high like window piece.
Yeah. And I've got some of those. I mean, they had
Yeah.
the 1x2 bricks. I mean, the bricks. I mean, but I've got some of those. And I got the 1x2 bricks. I use those for the texture, and I use them more on the walls, on the like the wall sections, because the keep here is going to be with all this lettering. It's going to be tougher to use those pieces, and on the sides that are kind of not really visible, doesn't really do me a lot of good. I mean, technically, technically I should think about these guys if they're up higher, that technically they could be visible from this side, except the stem actually goes on this one. The stem, actually, no, this side wouldn't be visible. No, actually, some of the corners you just got to see where they're at, because that's why they're all clear and there's no texture in them, because I'm wasting textured bricks in an area that's not visible. So for me, it's the clear works, and I'll use it. And I mean, I could do other panels and stuff in there, but I still like the rigidity of it has. I mean, it makes it a little bit more sturdy. So
The snow, I mean the ice cream cone piece.
yeah,
When they were on the wall, I got me a good handful or so. I found a good use for them. The on the CMF, the collectible figures.
yeah,
Uh, you know how the stuntman comes with hair, and he also comes with a helmet.
yeah,
I found it. His helmet kept falling out of his hand, so I found it that if you stick an ice cream cone in his helmet, he can hold on to that and hold his helmet in his hand, so he can have it all on display and not have to choose one or the other.
that's a pretty good use. I like that. That's actually pretty good use. I mean, I've got a bunch of them too. When we had them, I think I bought like a large cup of them or something. I mean, usually when I was buying pieces, I was buying a lot of pieces. I mean, I'd buy a whole cup of some stuff, maybe half or quarters or thirds of other stuff. I actually bought a fair amount of pieces over time. So it's kind of those things where, to me, I have probably a lot of stuff I probably have too much of, but in the end, I'll probably find a use for it at some point. But
Yeah,
so,
the stuff I get off the pick brick wall, I ain't really. I can't think of any cool mock like thing to build, so I just keep getting. I go for the like cool specialty stuff and whatnot when it's on the pick a brick wall. I'm like, I'll that looks like it might come in handy somewhere, so I get a bunch of it, and I hadn't put any of my pick a brick wall stuff into my regular uh collection yet.
yeah,
I keep them separate. When I get them, I got this Lego storage box S. It's a small rectangle box. I'll take if you do it right, I can take and dump a cup out in it where the different layers are in different lines, so it's easier to separate. And I separate them out, and I'll bag them up that way. If I need a certain part, I know I have in that, I can, find it pretty easy. So when I got a lot of the snow cones, I separated them out and I had them in there, and I was trying to put my collectible minifigures on the display, and I was like, doggone it, this little helmet kept falling out of his hand. So I'm like, hey, let's try this, and I stuck that helmet on the cone, and I put it in his hand, and that turned out pretty cool because he can
Yeah.
hold the helmet and actually all the little displays when I only got 2 videos up right now, but the one where I show my collectible minifigures on the wall, the pieces I make the stands out of,
Uh-huh.
I got all those off the pick-a-brick wall. They're
Yeah, I mean, for basic stuff, I mean, for absolute basic stuff, I mean, just building basic displays and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, the pieces probably would work for that, but to build anything cool like this, like what I'm working on, yeah, no. I mean, they don't have enough pieces to do anything like this on the wall.
yeah.
Not anymore. They did years ago. I mean, because that was the goal. It's when we got to order pieces, I'd order them in a way that I knew we could use them for stuff. You'd have complementing pieces like a 1x1 plate with a 1x2 plate, so you could actually build stuff that could interlock and stuff. So you had to do stuff that made sense that way.
Yeah, for my little minifigure display stands, before I got the parts, I was in the store and I was looking around, and they had that Batman minifigure display,
Yeah.
like frame, and they wanted like it was either somewhere between $20 and $30 for the thing. I'm like, grief, that's a lot for that. And
Yeah.
I took a closer look at the little piece that they was using to attach it, and it was like the what do they call it thing? A 1x2 inverted 2x4 or 4x4.
Yeah.
But they never put that specific part on the pick-a-brick wall. But they do put the 1x2 but 1x2 inverted.
Yeah.
So it's just one stud shorter. They put that one on the pick-a-brick wall, so I got a whole bunch of them, and then I just got some regular 2x2 plates and use them to mount my Lego figures on, and all my collectibles. And if I need to have them further out from the wall, I just add an extra plate and make it a little longer where they have enough clearance to stand up to there.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I built, I pretty much destroyed on my. The one thing I built in that one stream a while back, when I moved, I destroyed it. I mean, I just basically took the pieces and crumbled in my hands and dumped them in one of the mixed bins. I mean, I have way too many mixed bins of brick that need to be sorted at some point. Probably once I end up moving somewhere, because I mean, I'm not gonna do it here at my mom's. I'll do it eventually, but the goal is to always keep the castle fresh and stuff. So with Brick World, 2019 coming around, I'll prep and do some stuff for, get the castle ready for that. And that's why, I mean, if I can build a couple levels like this, and get some of those up, I need to find some of the translucent stuff. And so I might have to order some stuff for the right colors for certain people or for these ribbons and stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully that ribbon looks good enough to pass muster. So
it looks pretty good from my angle.
So yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It's still looks like a ribbon. It's not. I mean, obviously, if you compare, well, you can't compare the two because they're not. But I mean, this was the other one. So I mean, the other one looks a lot better, but I mean, it was it's too tall for the castle. Unfortunately, it just won't.
Well, the one you got there, I can still recognize what it's supposed to be, even though it looks a little bit shorter and squattier. It still looks good. You can recognize what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, I mean, kind of the goal was, I mean, obviously in the the other ones I used to have in modules, but the modules were much taller. They were super tall and they were bulky and hard to set stuff up sometimes. So I mean, it was one of those things where it doesn't, it is what it is. It's probably going to be fine, and just so, but
okay, Kevin just popped in the chat and said, sorry, I couldn't make it in this week. Been popping in and out. Time to hit the bed. I'm pretty exhausted from the day. Good night.
yeah, it's one of those things where, yeah, for me, I mean, I actually, I go to bed. I don't probably on the weekends go to bed early, but I mean, I'd already be 2 hours past my bedtime during the week. Cause I mean, if I have to be to work at 5 a.m., I'm getting up at 4, and, so I'm at work by 5. So, I mean, obviously with bowling night Thursday, that's what kind of messed me up. I didn't take a nap during the day. And that's kind of one of those things where you're going to be up a later night and it doesn't really fit your normal schedule.
Yeah.
I should take a nap, so I probably will start doing that here more, just to kind of,
Yeah,
we did some errands. So.
Get back into a regular routine.
Well, I mean, it isn't bad for me. I mean, I don't mind being, the nice thing about having that early morning is, I mean, I have most of my days to do stuff, when stuff is open, businesses and stuff. So for me, it was pretty good. So, but
yeah, I wished I had. My dog wakes me up around 5:30, wanting to go out.
yeah.
Then I'm at work by 7:30. I get off at 4:30, but sometimes I don't get out of there until after 5. And it sometimes takes me anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour to get home.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take too long for me, thankfully, to get home. So, I mean, but I usually run errands. I think today I obviously stopped and bought my Mega Millions ticket. I was going to do a couple other things, and I'm not doing them. I ended up just coming home. But the goal is to kind of just.
It takes me, 15 minutes or so? Not quite 15 minutes to get to work. But to get home, it takes me anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
You just love Nashville traffic.
This is interesting here. How did I end up with this?
And I got my Mega Millions tickets. I've left them in the truck.
We don't have to know unless somebody actually won anyways. I mean, it's kind of those things where.
Yeah. I bought a Powerball. I bought some Powerball tickets the other night. 3. Let's see. 3. I matched 2 numbers, but I didn't get the Powerball number, so I didn't get squat. If I had gotten two numbers and the Powerball, I'd have gotten like $21. But I didn't get.
Well, it doesn't look like anybody. Doesn't look like he won, or estimated was 1 billion maybe for tonight. Maybe.
Yeah, Mega Millions. Yeah,
It's Mega Billion. It's Mega Billions this week, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Oh, hey, Brick Spare. That's good. That's cool.
Hoosier says he's gonna win the millions tonight. So, hey, Hoosier, if you win, you got to send me some sets.
You just got to help me relocate. Well, I'll play. I'll be one of your security guys.
Yeah. That sounds cool.
So let's see. We're just going to build this up. I'm going to try and get this level done. So this is kind of cool. So The nice thing is I have to see, because I got to see how many names, because I got some names. I don't know if I can fit them all on here. I can try and do that. We'll see. We'll see if that works. That's recognizable. It just might be tougher with a ribbon to do. I might have to do initials with some of them, but we'll see. I mean, most of the names I've got, well, actually, I guess Jim is 3 letters. Taylor is 6. Justin is 6. And Trevor is 6. So it's going to be tough. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. I might have to make the letters, some of them smaller, some of them bigger. We might have to see. I have to play with that and see.
So that's part of your. Uh-oh, it's part on your castle, right?
Yeah, it's the keep. So the names have always been on the roof sections. I just figured it'd be kind of cool to, if I wanted to put on a table or something, you can see the names kind of going around the side. So I mean, that was something. I mean, it also often opens it up if I can do the wall sections on the castle like this. It opens it up for doing initials of other people too. You know, maybe almost like a collaboration, maybe a way to actually help pay for more bricks is if people want to sponsor wall sections with someone they've lost to cancer or whatnot. So if I can make it look cool enough where I can do it, I might think about that. So we'll see. So now we'll do some textured above the name.
Do you only have one heart shape on a level?
No, there's 4. There's each one of these is part of the clover. So this is the stem here.
Okay, I was wondering if you put how you did it. I was thinking if you did 2, you could do 4 and make a clover out of the hearts. Yeah.
So if you do this is what it looks like. So this is like 1, and there's another one here, and then there's 2 over here. Yeah, I mean, my one friend that's what one of the guys bowling. One of my old bowling buddies was like, I was working on it, and I was trying to put on a gray plate, and it was just flimsy and flexing all over the place. And he said, "Well, can't you just make it in sections?" I'm like, yeah, I guess I could try that. And so that's when I tried to make the keep in sections, because the keep had always been the size of a standard base plate, and so the keeps were about this size, but they were themselves a clover without really a defined stem. So
yeah, stems or no stems, if you just had the 4 hearts together to make the clover would be cool, I think.
Well, I mean, actually, the old keep actually was kind of a clover, didn't have much of a stem, kind of maybe a chopped stem, but it just, I mean, to me, it didn't look defined enough. And so it was neat going 40 inches into the air, but it was almost excessive. So,
yeah.
So the goal is to kind of, do a little bit here, tweak it a little bit. I mean, the castle, the goal is to kind of make stuff new each year. So the nice thing is if I change enough of this stuff like this, where I don't do massive changes, but do some subtle changes here and there, that's the goal. I mean, the goal is, I'll see my nephew next week. I'll maybe see if my brother-in-law and him are maybe interested in coming down next year to see if they want to help set it up. I mean, because if my nephew's still into Lego, maybe he'd be interested in doing that, because it'd be kind of cool. I get him a brick badge. You can get all access to Brick World and come in and kind of help out and help set my guys. I can do some workshops and stuff, lead some seminars and whatnot, make it a little bit easier to do some of the stuff that help make make those shows a lot more successful. So, and that'd be the goal, is to kind of, recruit people to help. I had Kevin help a little bit. He helped to build a little bit this last year. He put some guys out. So, I mean, it's always good. There's a lot of work involved in setting up the castle. So the more kind of help I can get doing it, the better. So,
yeah, I like listening to Kevin and Bricksmith doing his Kevin's history.
Yeah, I haven't listened in a few weeks, so I'll have to catch up here maybe a little bit when I'm building and not streaming. I might have to just listen to those. And
yeah, they mentioned you, Scoop Shovel. Started out as just a customer and became a brick specialist.
Yeah.
He didn't say a whole lot about you. I kind of wish they had more stories about working with you, but
He only worked with me for like a week because he got promoted. So
oh really? It was only a week.
yeah, pretty much just a week. He was on his way out. But I mean, if he talks about his story, I'll come up later on, even as he's, as he's preparing to move and stuff. I'll come up in there because I did do my fair share of kind of helping in that area. So, oh yeah, I will show up a fair amount of times. I mean, that's why our friendships lasted a long time. So it's
Spoiler,
it's been kind of nice.
spoiler alert! He just got up the last episode
Uh-huh.
to the point where he was getting ready to move to Arizona. I think it was.
Yeah. Yep. So that probably I'll come up in there a little bit. But yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he mentioned you a couple of times that you used to install cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's things where that's kind of. But oh yeah, Kevin and we go. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, as a customer, it was one of those things where, you just kind of you make the bonds and stuff as you're shopping and stuff, and you volunteer your time and everything else. Because I didn't meet Taylor and a lot of that stuff until later on. I mean, Taylor I met years into working at the store. So
Yeah. Now I do have to admit, a couple of the brick specialists at the Nashville store. Last time I was there, two of them helped me find the missing um, Harry Potter CMF figures that I was missing.
yeah, I mean maybe something's changed. I mean, when we were there, we were unequivocally not allowed to feel any minifigs at all. I mean, none. I mean, yeah, but I mean, some of us. I mean, some stores were better at following the rules than others. I mean, maybe that was a rule that we followed just because that became something where there were issues with some stores actually claiming it was something and then it really wasn't, and customers getting mad. So there was some stuff we followed better than others, but I mean, it's just like anything else. I mean,
Yeah. The they I'd been standing there filling through a bunch of them that they had on the shelf. They had two boxes on the shelf, partial boxes, and I'd felt through one, and I was halfway through the other one, and this one young girl, she was like, "Well, I got this one. This is uh Dobby," and I'm like, "Oh, cool. I need him." And then the other dude, I'm not sure. He had a different apron than the other ones, so I'm not sure if. And I did notice he was telling some of the other ones what to do. So I don't know if he was an assistant or what, but
yeah,
he helped find the other three. And I actually came across one, and he verified that it was the Percival Graves, the rare
yeah,
one. And
yeah,
well, I already got two of him, but I held on to it, and I stand there feeling to the rest of them, and this boy, I guess he was around 11 years old. He come up and he was getting a Harry Potter set, and he was like, "Well, I'll get two of these blind bags," and I'm like, "Well, you want this one? And this is Percival Graves, the rare one out of the batch. One to a box." And he's like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you can have this one." And he's like, "Okay," and he took him, so I let him have the Percival Graves. I'm like, I already got two, so what I need another one for, And he's
yeah.
pretty.
That's always good.
He was pretty excited about that. So I
That's
kind
always
of
good.
I kind of thought about applying over there to be a part-time help, you
Yeah,
know. But between my regular job and then doing that, and then helping out once a month at the flea market, I I'm I'm like running out of time to do stuff at home. So
yeah. One, two,
like
three, four, five.
I got so much stuff to do tomorrow. I got to do laundry and get ready, and I
Yeah,
gotta I
pretty
gotta
well
I
too.
gotta go in for a sleep study tomorrow night. So
Yeah.
I hate them things.
Mm. Are what they are, I guess, huh?
Yeah, they sent the device home with me for a home sleep study, and
Yeah.
it read that I was stopped breathing 110 times in an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on, 110 times in an hour. That means less than 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds, I'd quit breathing.
Huh.
And I'm like, so that's why they want a in-house study to check to see if there was something wrong with, something that it
The
read.
device.
Yeah. So
Cool.
tomorrow night, I won't. If there's a live stream, I won't get to participate very long because I got to be there at 8.
Yeah. I don't
I,
know who's on Saturday. Is that Hoosier on Saturday, maybe?
sometimes it's Hoosier. I think one time it was Haley, but she's at a show. But she did mention something about maybe doing a video of her layout from the show.
Yeah, those are always good when you videos when you do it from the show and stuff. So
Yeah, I've never actually gotten to go to a show of any type, so I think it'd kind of be neat. I like
it
seeing the.
just it's just good to even just go to the shows and just kind of be even on the public side and just see what it's like and stuff. Because if you don't have the expectations of what it's going to be, it's good for other people to see what you thought of it and everything else too. So
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can plan to at least take part of my vacation next year on the weekend that the Philly Brick Fest goes on,
yeah,
and maybe I can get Bricksmith or Hoosier or somebody to tag me as a helper so I can get on the backside and see the side from presenting.
I think with those and with the conventions and stuff, it's something where if you're you'd have to. I think they some you have to pay to go to those. So
Yeah,
maybe tags to help you. Probably still got to pay to go, but it's one of those things where usually it's just they're cool to go to. It's good to see what's going on. But oh yeah, even just going a public side is sometimes good because you're there during the public hours. I mean the rest is just kind of workshops, seminars, all that stuff. So
yeah. Maybe one day I'll be able to get to do that. Well, heck, if I win the Mega Millions tonight, I'll, I'll pay and have me a big old table with one small thing on it at Philly Brick Fest.
yeah, well you probably won't be worried about Lego if you win something like that. You'll be too concerned with money for the next couple of months trying to get it all set up.
Well,
Yeah.
by the time Philly comes around, I'm hoping I'd have all that sorted out and then just be kicking back and chilling.
Oh yeah.
And I'd buy so many Lego sets. Oh my God, I'd go crazy. They'd have to break out the two-wheeler at the Lego store.
Yeah. Oh.
I'd probably have to rent a U-Haul for my first trip to the Lego store. Pack that,
That would be pretty bad.
pack that sucker full.
Oh wait, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my God. Butt chops in the chat.
Who let him in? Greetings from Wisconsin. Okay.
Toshiba. Toshiba. Come on, butt chop. Toshiba.
Polybag.
Hoosier's still out there. He says, greetings from Northeast Wisconsin.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And then he says, Toshiba polybag. I'd like to find a Toshiba in a poly bag. That wouldn't be a bad deal.
Yeah.
Are you working tonight, Butt Chop? Yeah, the mighty Hoosier's the mighty Hoosier is lurking in the chat mostly. He not be talking or typing. I guess he's working on his layout too much.
Probably the case.
I wonder if Erica's still putting in his sidewalks.
That'd be my guess.
Butt Chop says, I'm literally working from home right now. How can you drive a tow motor? How can you drive a forklift from home, Butt Chop?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. That's be a pretty good thing if you could do that. Must have a robot doing his job.
Oh, he said, I'm at home, but I'm punched in at work. Shh, don't tell. Oh, we won't tell, Butt Chop.
Let's hope his boss is watching the stream, I guess.
I'm not sure where he's at, Hooge. He's somewhere.
He's incognito. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Oh, so you're not working, Butt Chop, if you're at home?
20 plus tiles.
What? You're at home, but for real?
For real. Well, that's crazy. Well, that's not good.
Hoosier said, why are you not in the stream?
Probably because that truly would give him away, I guess. Anybody could be impersonating him, I guess. But if he's really here on the stream, then it'd really look in.
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Yeah, Saturday morning stream he does with, I think it's brick pasta. Yeah,
that might interrupt my my cartoon watching. I don't know. I'll have to see about that.
It's the brick pasta dad stream on Saturday morning. It's only an hour, and I think it's from 7 to 8 Central Time, Butt Chop.
7 a.m. Man, I better get off of this one if I'm gonna try and get up for that.
It's in place of cartoons.
Better be dang good if it's in place of cartoons.
Well, heck, it's hard to find channels with good cartoons on Saturday morning anymore.
Well, I mean, they don't do like the cool Justice League stuff when I was a kid. You know, Wonder Twin.
I remember
powers activate.
I remember that from when I was a kid too, Reed. But no, I only have I don't have cable TV. I only have bunny ears.
I don't have my mom's got TV, but I don't. I mean, if I'm getting up on Saturday morning, probably not watching cartoons. Most likely.
When I
don't know if I can handle a butt chop on an early Saturday morning. I don't know about that. I might have to think about that one.
I tried to catch it last week, but I woke up a little bit too late. If he would actually confirm what time it was supposed to be, I think it's from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock Central.
Yeah.
But unless he confirms in the chat, come on, Butt Chop, confirm in the chat. Because my dog wakes me up at 5:30 o'clock, around 5:30 every day. So even on the weekends. So I could actually get up and actually see it if I know it's on.
Yeah. So let's see. I might actually finish a level tonight on the stream. Wow. Even with a name, that's going to be kind of cool. So it's got the nice Keely.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, Reed. I know you don't want me in here, but you sent me an invite, so I can only blame you.
I like your thinking. Hey, that's worthy of a high five.
Oh, we're going to break something with both of us in here.
No, so I heard while I was getting my pizza ready, I heard you talking. The show starts at 7:30 Central. 7:30 a.m. Central, and it just goes till 8:30 Central a.m. Central. It's just in place of, because they don't have your Saturday morning cartoons anymore, Reed. We decided to do a stream at that time, to take that void, pick up that void.
I don't know. Butt chop in the morning.
It's not just. It's also there's pasta. So if you like pasta,
butt chop and pasta. Wow. That's,
butt pasta in the morning. How not to what? That's a way to make your day.
Yeah, it is supposed to be a positive start to the day. So
yeah, it sounds like a good way to start the day with butt pasta in the morning.
Jude, were you at the first one?
I hadn't got to see them, and I haven't gone back to watch the replays yet. I need to do that.
Butt chop pasta in your Saturday morning.
But
that's good, Reed. It's just a little. Well, this will only be the second one. We had some scheduling issues with our sponsors and the station, our affiliate.
Are y'all going to have a special guest tomorrow?
I don't know. If we are, it'll be a surprise for me as well.
Oh, you're not going to get Indigo up early enough to say hey or anything?
Indigo is at she's spending the night at her sister's, so look at this. The mighty Hoosier and the mighty Erica.
The sidewalk player.
See, butt chop jumps in and everybody jumps in. No, that's just crazy.
Now I got about 20% battery left on my phone, so I figured I'd jump in for a few minutes.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Hey, Miss Erica. Hey, Hoosh.
Hey, we don't have the roof done on that train station yet?
I'm taking this off. I don't like it.
You don't like it anymore? What are we gonna do?
Make it flat.
No, really? I got an idea, but I don't. The dome section is almost just as tall as the building.
Huh. Yeah, that's I guess a little excessive.
Maybe chop the windows, cut the amount of windows, and just lower it. Maybe make it a little bit shorter and see if that does anything.
So I think I'm just going to do away with it. And I got an idea for the corners. We'll see what happens.
Well, I like the window section. I think I thought you meant just the roof was going to go away. No? The whole thing?
The whole section here.
Oh my gosh.
The whole roof section?
Well, I'm not going to argue with you. I've seen your mocks, so I trust you.
Yeah. From what
I don't trust him.
What?
From what I can see, Hoosh, it does look a little bit Taj Mahalish.
Uh-oh. Fighting words.
Maybe.
I can't see very well from where it's sitting.
You probably can't see very well, period.
Exactly. I
don't think
No.
it's a matter of where you're sitting, buddy.
Hey, I can't get no closer to my screen. I just need the camera closer to the building. I need to get a drone at Hoosier's house where I can just fly it around and see it closer up.
That'd be weird.
You gonna swoosh? I don't think it's meant to be swooshed, but okay.
Hoosier, are you gonna be able to tune in for Brick Pasta tomorrow? It'll be the second episode. Or are you gonna be sleeping?
Y'all stream too early, man.
You're gonna be
I'm
sleeping.
still awake at 7:30 in the morning.
Are you gonna come, Erica?
That's when I go to sleep on the weekends.
I enjoy my days off. I like to sleep in.
We only stream for an hour.
Well, just stay up until a little bit longer and watch you stream.
You don't have to. Nothing will happen.
Then go to bed.
I got too much stuff to do tomorrow. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday. She's having a Halloween party.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh well, yeah. Then never mind.
Oh, it's you got a Halloween party there? I'm coming down. I'm driving down.
Have at it.
You got to start now, or you're never gonna get here.
When you get here, I'll be a millionaire.
We're not that far away.
They draw my numbers on the lottery.
Well, if you win, you need to send me a couple of modular sets.
We'll get you. What will we get him? Let's get him about Parisian.
Get him a Market Street. Get him a Market Street.
We don't even have a Market Street.
Well, you win the Mega Millions. It doesn't matter how much it costs to get one of those babies.
Yeah,
it'll be ours.
So Hoosier,
technically
Hoosier right now, not to brag, but I'm driving forklift from home right now.
I do that sometimes.
That's pretty impressive.
As you can see, I'm on my sofa, but I'm making money right now. So
how are you pulling that off?
It's my boss's idea, not mine. He said,
y'all that slow?
Yeah, he said, why don't you go home? I'll call you if I need you. Just stay punched in.
Well, like that,
so here we go, guys. Here's the level. I finished the whole level tonight. So.
Oh wow, nice.
Whose name is it?
Finish it.
That looks good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and then of course the popsicle war.
Is that all plates, Reed?
It's all plates.
Oh my.
The red ones are 1x1s, and the pink ones are 1x1s also, 1x1 round. So.
Wow, that's really cool.
Hey,
if it makes you feel better, Buckshot, here in a couple weeks,
yeah,
I'll put the snow equipment on the trucks, and that pretty much means that I can't do anything because I don't have no vehicles. And we're getting a frost tonight, so the grass is going to stop growing.
Oh God!
So then you'll be
between now and April. The only work I'll do is if it snows, and to go out to mulch up the leaves, and I'll get paid $40 a week.
That I would not turn a gig like that down. That sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
How much a week?
The 40-hour week. He gets paid for mulching.
Oh, nice.
But Chap, your deal sounds pretty cool. You live so close to work.
Yeah, I live like 5 minutes from my work.
So if he needs
back to work in 5 minutes.
How far do you live from your work, Dad?
Like 2 minutes.
Oh man,
he could work in his front yard if he felt like it and get paid.
Well, that's the thing is though. It's kind of funny because they found out I was looking at another job, so they gave me a raise today.
Oh, heck.
They don't want me to leave.
I wish that would work at my company.
That's just don't take this wrong, but they don't have enough work to keep you at work.
Well,
and they give you a raise, then if you leave that job, I'm gonna come to Wisconsin and kick your.
Hold on a second.
Kick it. Kick his patootie. Kick it.
Yeah.
Pick is like
Yeah. It only takes me barely 15 minutes to get to work from where I live.
And it takes me probably 15, 20 minutes, something like that. It takes me more time to get ready.
oh.
But hey, Hoosh, how long does it take you to get home
From where?
from work?
2 minutes.
I can walk to work and be there in 5 minutes.
Man, even though it only takes me about little bit less than 15 minutes to get to work, it sometimes takes me anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour to get home.
Well, here, put this in perspective. Town I live in, population is about 800.
Not even 1,000.
So that tells you how big my town is, and I don't have to leave my town to go to work.
I live in Nashville, Tennessee, so you know. If you've ever, I know you've been in the traffic, so down
All
here.
right. I got not this last time. The time before that, I went down to see Chris and Brick Vibe.
The Women's March.
I made the mistake of stopping at the mall first.
Oh, God, that was horrible.
Uh-oh.
And then driving from the mall the like 30 minutes to Chris's house.
Yeah.
That 30-minute drive took me an hour and a half.
Yeah, I took a nap.
Because of Nashville traffic.
Yeah.
I took a nap. It was
See,
very.
I actually grew up a little bit north of where Chris and Brick Vibe live. They're from Columbia. I grew up in a little town called Thompson Station. That's right north of Spring Hill. And let's see, Franklin, Tennessee is right north of that. From what I hear, the traffic through there is awful. Because they only have the main highway, and the traffic just backs up, and it takes an hour to get from Spring Hill to Thompson Station now. How's them sidewalks going, Erica?
I'm on the last section. Wait, not the last, but the last section, and then I have to do the rainbow sidewalk for Julian's building.
Oh.
So I'm getting closer.
I'm too damn fat to get on the table.
That's when you got to separating tables there, Hoosh, where you can roll them around.
I've been on this table for like 2 hours, and it's gotten so uncomfortable. I've been sitting on Lego. So, not like built Lego, but like a plate. So I took a Harry Potter train box and used it as a cushion because I had Lego imprints on my legs.
Yeah, that sounds... Sitting on a Harry Potter train box sounds a whole lot more comfortable than sitting on a base plate.
And we have like thick wood tables. So it's like amazing. Okay.
So how many feet of sidewalk have you put in?
How long's our table, Dad?
She is done.
Like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 base plates twice.
13 base plates twice. And a base plate is roughly about a foot. So
she's done 260 inches of sidewalk.
Ooh.
It's not fun. Don't recommend it.
Yeah, I hope he's giving you a good set for all that work.
Because I've done this sidewalk so many times, but this time I'm doing it. We used to have the black fence. Can you get me a piece of crumb box?
What Lego set is he giving you for this work, Erica?
We used to use this fence.
You're getting too far this way.
Oh no. And now we use this fence. So I have to switch all of the fence over.
Switch from the black to the white picket fence?
Yep.
Yep, the white picket fence looks pretty cool.
Oh, gosh.
So what you getting for doing all this work, Erica?
Not a thing.
Not a thing.
No, I know what I get.
Lego?
Yep.
How much?
A set from the wall. I don't know what's on the wall anymore. I don't.
She'll pick something up somewhere, somehow.
Well, it looks like Reed muted himself and Butt Chop's muted, so
Butt Chop, I got to call to go back to work.
yeah, Butt Chop said he had to go do something. Oh, there's Reed.
My mom was down here, so I muted myself. So.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, time to raise some stuff. These leggings are not good to stand on a table for hours.
Now, to sit on Lego base plates like it, you need to wear blue jeans.
Watch the buildings.
I'm watching. Okay. Taking it out. Am I finally going to make it move? Okay.
Do you work tomorrow, Hoosh?
Oh, I don't go back to work.
Till Monday?
Hopefully never.
Hopefully never, because you're going to
But if not, Monday morning.
Did you just get one ticket, Hoosh, or did you get like 4 or 5?
Nah, I just buy one, man.
We don't want to turn it into a Mega Million.
You know what they say. If you don't got a ticket, you can't win. So
yeah, I bought 5 tickets with the multiplier, so that was $15. I hope I win something. Because on the Powerball, I bought 3 tickets on the Powerball. I only matched 2 numbers, so I didn't get squat. If I'd gotten a Powerball number, I could have had, like, was it $21? But maybe I'll do better on the Mega Millions.
I only play the lottery when it gets.
Well, I think I'm on.
Gets up over 300-400 million.
We're gonna go to post stream just because I'm gonna fall asleep here pretty soon. But we're going post chop or post stream.